Hello everybody and welcome back to Brotherhood Outdoors. It is November 7th, one of the most magical days of the year to be out in the woods. Very calm, didn't have the wind that I was wanting today, so I had to compromise, I guess, so to speak, and maybe not compromise, but hunt a stand I didn't really want to hunt tonight. The stand that I really wanted to hunt is about 250 yards in front of me, back in a funnel in a little section of oak trees. It's about a 5-acre strip. There's just a pure funnel that connects two bigger sections of timber between an addition and this feeding field. And the mature bucks mostly will funnel that so that they don't have to expose themselves out in this field here. They can move during the daylight hours, last bit of daylight hours in cover. So it's a perfect rut stand. And go figure, the wind, we don't get northeast winds here ever, out of the northeast. And the last few days, that's all we've had, and it's been some of the best days to be hunting, so kind of sucks, but we're going to try to make the most of it. And I set up in a stand where that northeast is in my favor, and I'm looking towards that stretch of timber where I wanted to be hunting in, but given the way the stand's set up and where the deer mostly come from in that stand, I would have had my wind. I would have been facing south, and my wind would have been coming from my back, blowing right into where the deer usually cross out in front of me, and it just wouldn't have been good. So I knew if I had a deer come through, there's pretty much a 90% chance I was going to get busted by the wind. So I just decided to play it safe. And go figure, the wind right now is blowing south, so who freaking knows? I don't even know, but I'm going to check my wind again, and if it's all jacked up again, maybe I'll move stands. But I was hoping for a south wind so I could have the wind in my face in that stand and not get busted by the deer cutting out in front of me. But this wind's been so janky where we're at. It's just so flat, so the wind just changes all the time. Good time of year. Haven't had really any bucks on camera. We've had 2 real small 8 points, and I've seen some nice ones. I saw some nice ones. You guys saw earlier this season, I saw a few nice ones on opening day. And the day after, I saw a couple small bucks, but since opening day, I haven't seen another nice buck. So we'll see. Just gonna hope for the best. You never know what can happen this time of year. But like I said, I'm gonna check my wind really quick and make sure we're still good, because it said it was a northeast wind coming out of the northeast, so the wind was going to be, in my favor. But it kind of feels like it might have changed up on me a little bit, so I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully we can see some deer. Well, guys, I'm not sure if these deer are going to come back around, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking ahead of me, and I used my bleak can 2 times. I wasn't thinking anything of it. Then I looked behind me, and there were a couple of doe headed into the woods right behind me. And one of them looked over when I used the can the second time, and then she just looked forward and kept going into the woods. So the way they entered in, I don't know if they're going to circle back around and pop out over here, which they've done sometimes, or if they're gone, so I don't know. But if they do pop out, I wouldn't mind taking a doe. I guess we'll see what happens. There was a buck chasing a doe. That doe that ran in the woods behind me, she pulled out a buck behind her, and he's circling me right now. He wasn't a giant, but he was a good solid 8 or 9 point, I think. He's working his way in. soon as I hit that grunkle, he ran back into the field behind me and circled up, trying to get my set. Wasn't a giant deer anyhow, but haven't shot a buck in 2 years, so kind of anxious to tag something. I guess we'll hang in here and see if it